What's up guys, this is Rixxalight signing in and welcome back to more Danganronpa. Goodbye, despair. So, we are very close to actually starting the next trial, so I'm just going to click on everything we've got in this room. This game is very loud. It's on 10. So the comes to the cottages. It looks like it's just one in my room, but
maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's the usual place for hiding things.
Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What is this?
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagato use this stuff for? Okay.
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminium? Aluminium?
A round, thin piece of aluminum. Huh. It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Who knows?
Might be too soon to decide that. Interesting. Okay, so we don't need to know about the monitor. We have got the bookcase, the bathroom door. Obviously, there's the treasure box on the table as well. The window. You know what? Let's get out the obvious. You know, in fact, no. Let's go to the window. We'll go avoid the obvious. The basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about the window that really catches my eye. Okay, how about the refrigerator? Oh, there's a refrigerator.
Huh? Nice. My cottage doesn't have anything, even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagato probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Oh, Monokuma's special poison. There isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
Really? Looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusive made for poisoning someone to death.
Hey, this is... Yeah, looks like it's poison.
But poison?
Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
Stop it. If you're like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
This sure does look like the chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But why did Nagato get something like this?
Well, that question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too.
Apply the bomb?
See? There should be a reason Nagato was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The octagon is at the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps. He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding the bomb and poison during the class trial?
Geez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped over and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey. Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
See? It looks like this bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagato use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, Is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on the island.
Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Okay. Now the only thing is the bookshelf in the bathroom window. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. And it's in the shower room. Since it's structured just like my room, the shower room is over here. Looks like there ain't any clues here. Okay. And the only other thing to do, I'm going to talk to Chiaki and then pick up the pink thing, just in case there's something that's like missing.
Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first.
Okay, the treasure box then. A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out.
Ah, could this be?
Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute.
No, she was just reacting.
Looks like Monami's still in treasure box. If this is here, that means that the thief that Monami was talking about was Nagito.
Why wouldn't Nagito steal this? In order to find out. It would be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know?
If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook.
This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box, like it's in something important?
I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Oh, excuse me. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today as everyone's tired.
What is this? A diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these?
Probably.
His pictures and entries totally suit him.
I kept slipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook.
I don't really understand it. Looks like there ain't any clues here.
And right when I was about to give up, my hands suddenly stopped on my entry title on Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Stop it! Don't look at my notebook!
Wow. From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
Won't forgive you.
Phew! I did it! I did as you asked me to took my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside! Jeez, that was close! If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of my notebook! Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief? Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved students! Hey, that notebook is pretty much your diary, right? A diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar! Well, why you always show up out of nowhere?
Why you?
Monami, it's no good to lie, you know? Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Yeah. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way, too.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know what you're getting in so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in the notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me!
Hold on. Damn it. She totally ran away again.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I want to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Okay. Monomi's notebook has been added to the jukebox. Well, there's nothing else to do apart from check the bookcase.
Our time to investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first.
Oh? Like what exactly? Do I go to the bookcase now then, because I've done everywhere else?
Well?
Ah, there we go.
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagato just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these puns.
That doesn't mean we should figure it out, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here.
Well, that might be true, but
So I'll leave this shelf to you.
I think I can persuade him to do this without realizing it. Yeah, sure, right. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even though I examined them carefully, there was still a bunch of random books and items. And there's no way there are clues in it. Huh? Well, that file... Okay, never mind. I was going to do it, but I know I don't do it in the flashback, so it'd be weird just to do Nagato, so I'll just stick to what I normally sound like in these times. Well, that file wasn't the other one I received from Monokuma. This is the other one. That seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. The file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagato said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I looked at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file and held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? Just in case. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagato had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonya. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only for my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words Reserve Course Student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Course student from the Reserve Department. Why is the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh well, I just found a strange file. Huh? Isn't that the special prize Nagato received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagato was lying.
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles of all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chucky leaned against me and peered into the file. That's a cute picture. That's adorable.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Oh?
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy.
Interesting.
If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Oh.
It's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
I've actually nailed their voices down today. Nice. Well, not nailed exactly, but very close representation.
Ah, hold on.
Huh?
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Oh.
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
He's not in the book.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
You do see someone's name, though. Yay, Monoguma.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor!
No, it's just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on the island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life is totally wrong! There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
You're getting all
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason! Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist! You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming their names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's the Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate fluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, or even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent, though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
It's why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life.
Oh,
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
No one was lying to us the whole time.
still.
But he couldn't help it.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has been already chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whatever you want, that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at the time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been living hell.
Based on that context, if I had to guess,
No.
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to one of the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope Peak Academy, you should have known about the Ultimate Imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
The fact there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor was a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagato too, right? Well, probably.
Okay. Alright.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up. Wait.
Excuse me for a moment.
You know what the weird thing is? I can literally change my vocal range so easily. It is weird. That I could go to the likes of Gundam Tanaka. Probably even go deeper than that. 'Cause I could go pretty deep.
If I really wanted to, I can go very deep indeed.
And then go high as a mouse! 'Cause it's so hard!
That's what I mean by vocal range. I think you can go higher, but I'm not too sure. And that chimed just now.
What is most important for living things?
Oh, a new case.
Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
No. Time will never end. The concept of time will end, but time will forever pass. Even if the universe implodes, there will still be time. Simple as. We are like in a pocket, a bubble. What they've discovered so far, that the universe is actually round. And we don't go around it as such, but we just go inside it, if that makes sense. So like on Earth, we can walk around it. Right? But it's basically like we're walking underneath the surface of the universe. If that could make any sense. Like if you get a big circle, I can't show you. Yeah, I can't show you. But say, for example, the A button, right? We, as humans, or as on planet Earth, we are walking on top of the yellow circle. Like, walking on top of it. But with the universe, they're walking inside the yellow circle. Like in a giant, big pocket bubble of sphere. Something like that. That's what they've discovered. That was... I think they found that 2 years ago. And a lot of people, since the information came out, have actually been making a lot of multiverse theories and stuff like that. It's like, oh, if we're in this pocket of circular, there's got to be obviously other ones, and they could be. But it just doesn't mean there's going to be alternate universes. There's just going to be other universes out there that we can't reach, because it'll be impossible to break through that barrier. Unless in about 10,000 years' time we have that technology, but we will never know.
That's
We
why
will
we
never
gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than
Of course,
wasting
our time will run out, and the Earth's time will run out, and the Sun's time will run out. But the universe itself, yes, our universe could run out of time, but even if that implodes, there will still be time. Something will still continue. It doesn't mean it's the end of everything, because there'll always be something out there. Even before we had the universe, it was just like a white void, as people like to describe it, there was still time. There was still the concept of, well, there was still progression, you know? Like, evolution happened over 1 billion years, and it will probably take 1 billion years more for another Big Bang to happen. You've seen it happen now. Like stars, you can see stars in the sky. They're all suns, essentially. And they do implode and blow up. Implode or explode. But even in time, you see it slowly happen. You'll see a light blink out. That could have happened like that 100 years ago. That's basically how time works and distances.
So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
Also, this is not the final trial. There's one more trial after this. This is the trial of... There's no more murders after this one. That is correct. I don't like how it says the last trial, because then it means like, oh, okay, there's no more murder after this. But after this one, I will tell you, there's no more murder. Nagato was the final murder. After this, just like in number 1, it was down to the students inside the school to find out the truth. So there's all that stuff like that. I still think they should do Danganronpa, and I think they should do V2. I will spoil a little bit of V3. So V3 is technically the third Danganronpa game, but it's not the third Killing game. The third Killing game was based as an anime where with Makoto comes back, Aoi comes back, and all them people, I think. But V3 translates to 53. And one of the characters in that is a survivor from 52. So I would like for them to make a Danganronpa V2, so you get to play as the survivor Rantaro, and then you'll know how he survived, because he is a survivor. It would make a great concept. It'd be so fucking cool. Like, you don't have to get 5 chapters or 5 deaths or 6 deaths like you've seen in this game and the previous game. It could literally just keep on going, and everyone could die and Rantaro kill someone at the end. That'd be really fucking cool. It'd be really cool. Or that's how he wins. The chapter plays out in the Channel 6. The 6th chapter could be that he kills someone in the story, and you have to, obviously, you won't in Danganronpa 2, someone dies, and you don't know who all the time you don't know who the killer is until it's shown, and you could literally just do that. And you could potentially, if they could work it out somehow, is if you play as Rantaro, he kills someone in the 6th chapter, and he gets away with it and blames it on someone else, and then obviously blames it on, they do the voting thing, they blames it on other people, and then from there, he wins. That could be the final 6th chapter. Make a long, elaborate story, and make it really convoluted and complicated. It'd be so fucking cool. It'd be sick. I think that's what they should do, but I don't think they're going to be doing any more Danganronpa games. Because I know Spike Chunsoft are now developing something called AI, which I do want to do in the future. I've only played a little bit of AI, and I am fascinated with what happens in that. But, as I've said, after Danganronpa 2, we're going to be doing Danganronpa V3. After V3, we're going to be doing Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remakes, because they look so goddamn cool. And I want to get all the achievements in number 2. Basically. Anyway, let's continue.
I'll see you soon.
But after this one, we've got to do the big investigation to see what's going on. So it won't be too long. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last time.
But still.
But I can't imagine that this is the real end.
Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. A class trial for Nagato's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagato.
But still,
Well, you don't have time to worry so much.
Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah. If we do that, things will return out fine. But will it? That is the question. But will it? Only time will tell. And we're about to start the next case. And hopefully, if things go according to plan, this video should end at the trial break.
Damn right.
And then we continue from there. Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. It just copies what you say.
So is it going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
Right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is. No matter what, even have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized it yet? The feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
What are you saying?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Oh, stop trying to jinx us. Damn right, Stupid Rabbit, just shut up.
Everyone, you must run away from despair. I finally realized after losing my powers, I realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself, so I will fight.
What's her deal?
I don't really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined. We can tell just by looking at those button eyes. Anyway, make sure you turn off Minamaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still,
Somehow I understand what Monami is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Oh, I really want to like crack your neck sometimes, like really fucking snap it. I want one of those. Nice. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself, over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. If we get lucky, we could actually finish this before, like, finish the Danganronpa series before February, but I don't think that'll happen. If we finish off Danganronpa 2, like, this week or next week or week after, I think it will end in 2 weeks today, which I think that's just before the new year. And I am taking a week break in Ground Christmas Satellite from the 24th to the 31st, and in the first week of January we'll finish off the last of the Christmas weeks, because that's how it's going to be. I think that's how it works. Hold on. So week 1 started at the 27th to the 3rd. Week 2 is 4th to the 10th. Week 3 is 11th to the 17th. Week 4 is 18th to the 24th. Week 3, however, week 5, sorry. I might release a video one day early for the week break, which is going to be on the 31st at midnight. Like, as soon as it hits 20th, 24th, I'm going to try and release my kill count video. And then from the 1st to the 7th should be the final week of the Christmas weeks. And then by that time, I think obviously it's the 10th today, so I think by Christmas Eve we should be finished with Danganronpa 2, which gives me an entire week to finish off the kill count video. And then on the 7th of January, we should be starting up Danganronpa V3, which does not give us a long time, because we go through 3 episodes per chapter, and there's 6 chapters, so that's 1. Yeah, we'll be way past Tomb Raider. Look, it's coming out on the 14th of February, so I'll just wait until whenever. Anyway, this elevator ride seems this will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
You're right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn, look how many there is now. So little.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well now.
Well then, now that chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left!
Shut the hell up!
Enough! Just fucking start this already!
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is! So you gotta show some enthusiasm, make sure you give it your all!
Alright!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Now then, let's get this trial started!
Killing!
This is the last class trial! Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other!
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Kamide, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up, but there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito, the killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says that this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, had begun. Hell yeah, dude. Shit. I'm gonna save it in the investigation, right? So we're no longer doing free time, so I'm assuming that one's the nice save because it's already out. I only do that just in case the game crashes and shit. I don't have no skills. I got nothing. So I'm not being talked to anyone. So let's make this really hard.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Yes, though!
He still fucking punches him in the face. God damn. She is determined.
One more time!
One more time, we're gonna celebrate, yeah.
Jeez! How about this one?
Hadouken! I like that one. That's very. Oh, that's an even. Oh, never mind.
Final blow!
Wish he did that again. Hurrah! Hurrah! Damn, she's still determined and standing.
Useless.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
Oh, poor Sonya.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all.
Sorry, I bit my microphone. Like there's a metal arm, I just want to just get the
victim
impulse.
this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake.
This is going to be a long trial.
Who in the
But
world killed him?
We will be ending
So
in an hour and 20
curious.
minutes, and then we'll return next Sunday to finish the rest. Of course, there may not be an outro for this one correctly. Depending if it's at the break, if we end at the break, and if it's roughly around 2 hours that the break is happening, I will put a pause in it and then end it like normal, then we can continue next week. It's like, oh, it's in session, we're back. But if it ends halfway through a class trial, I think I can save it. I can save it. So we'll save it, we'll fade it off to be continued, and then we can return to the class trial, and then obviously go black and white mode and see what happened last time, and go from there. Well, excuse me. Okay.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Really?
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger.
Let me just put in the seed of doubt real quick when we come to while we're continuing with this. If you are playing along and wanting to like figure out who's done it, because I love these kind of games, ignore that background noise. The bigger issue that we have here, right, is the killer could be Kazuichi. The only reason why I say that is because when the car was connected to the bomb when it turned off, they mentioned that only the traitor's keypad would have unlocked the car. Now, even if that, we know that's not true, we know that would have never happened because that's what would have revealed like shortly after, like or something like that. But I can't remember her name. Chiaki went up with her keypad, risking everything just because Kazuichi decided to say, don't do that. That could blow up if it's not done right. It's like, I'm just going to risk it. She pressed it on. It stayed locked. It didn't happen. But then Kazuichi was saying, okay, then someone else was like, someone else was like, yeah, but it might blow up again. The second time might be the blow up. He seemed very hesitant. So with that doubt, it feels like Kazuichi did kill. And he seems a bit proud that this is the class trial, and I'm like, oh my god, I can get away with this, I can get away with this. That's what I'm going off so far. I know the truth. I know who's done it. I know what they did. I'm just saying, there's the seed of doubt. Oh shit, I need to do that too. Fuck. I'll put... There's an extra 2 slots on there I could fit onto. Yeah. Huh? You trying to protect the traitor? They already read that, didn't they?
Don't tell me you're the traitor.
I mean, the seeds of doubt are there for it.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
I mean...
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Hell yeah. The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... Interesting. What do we have? Torture wounds, survival knife, duct tape, Monokuma plushie, oil lighter. Well, let's go see what's going to happen then.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
I mean, he did, yeah.
So that's why he was so beat up.
But it wasn't the stab wounds after his
What were they
death?
trying to find out by torturing him?
Oh no, hang on.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
So, the suspect...
Can I just look at the truth bullets real quick? The body was discovered... Okay, okay. Right. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Which he didn't die by. He might have been told, yeah. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm. I don't know where that's gone now. Oh yeah. Inside, yeah. Laceration on his left arm is impaled through his right hand. What else do I have in here?
Is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko.
No, it wasn't.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
I mean, it's in your body.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Monokuma
telling you,
panels.
they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
I don't think that's true. Is that right for that?
Why he
That
was
phased
so
right
beat
through,
up.
apparently.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Whoops, didn't shoot
Definitely
that.
the bomb's hiding place.
That's possibly
So,
true.
the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
Yep.
I found it by coincidence.
The duct tape.
There's no way I'd torture someone.
Because he was breathing when the duct tape was on his mouth. Why did the killer have to torture? Yeah, we know about this. I don't even know which one
The
this
killer
could be.
didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut it. I'm telling you, they were torturing.
The reason Nagito's body was covered.
It's because the killer.
Quick, get it! Ah, bounced it off. Get duct tape, go! Nailed it with duct tape! Oh crap, what a stab in the dark! Love that shit.
But
Okay.
Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
I'm gonna put the auto on because I'm gonna be busy
If he was
while
being tortured for
this is going on.
information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Carry on. Oh shit, is battling against me? Okay, we'll pay attention to this, what's going
I
on now.
just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
See what I mean? He seems to be butting in already.
Hajime, you got caught in that trap.
Stupid. Okay. The survival knife had blood on it, didn't it not? I think
Like
so.
you said, if Nagito's mouth was
Oh
taped
shit,
shut,
that's it.
you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right?
4
That
stabs!
was the trap.
Oh, I've got unlimited stabs. No, I haven't. I don't have unlimited stabs at all.
He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Fuck! That's tough, okay.
Like you said, if Nagito's
Damn.
mouth was taped, you obviously assumed he
Shit.
couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap.
Okay, that's good.
He wanted to hide the fact that
Nice.
he got interrogated.
Oh, well, yeah. There we go, advanced.
But if
Good.
you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured
Shit.
Nagito and got information about. Then, after they killed him,
No, I think I need to use the knife somewhere else.
crap.
Did I go back?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured
Okay.
Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
No, not the knife.
Crap.
Interesting.
Pay attention. This is how it went down.
The Spear of Gungnir,
The
right?
killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Not the spear. I'm not thinking this clearly enough. Oh, good, I can look here. Oh, let's turn that off.
Crap.
Right, let me... I don't want to go
Pay
backwards,
attention.
though.
This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information
Actually, I should
about the bomb's
not break that
location.
one.
Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Why would he do that?
Close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
They take no after getting information from him? True. That sounds reasonable, but that clearly contradicts the truth. If he had listened to me until the very end... I'll have to go check.
Pay attention. This is how it... First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location.
Okay.
Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Not the knife. Okay. I think it is that third one I need to go for.
Pay attention.
Right, let me have a look.
This
What do
is
I
how it
have?
went down.
Knife, tape,
First,
spear,
the killer tortured Nagito
Monokuma plush.
and got information about
Torture
the bomb's
wound.
location. Then, after
Whoops.
they killed him,
I retreated. Fuck's sake.
damn it!
Okay.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, he obviously
Right, four
assumed
there.
he couldn't
1,
talk,
2,
right?
3,
But that
4.
was the
Yep,
trap.
good.
They wanted to hide the
there.
fact that he got interrogated.
5. Nice.
But if you tape his mouth
Okay.
shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got
Right.
information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
I want to go for
duct taped his
this.
mouth shut.
Crap!
Is it not that?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer
duct tape,
tortured
maybe?
Nagito and got
Yeah, 'cause his
information
mouth
about the
was
bomb's
open, right?
location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
It's not the duct tape. Okay. I mean, I'm bullshitting my way through this now because I
Pay
can't.
attention. This is how it
remember.
went down. First, the
Oil
killer
lighter,
tortured
maybe?
Nagito
'Cause that was burned, wasn't it?
and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Not the lighter. Okay, I've probably got one more
Crap.
try at that.
Pay attention.
Fuck.
This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got
burned
information
rope,
about
maybe.
the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
Not that either. Wow. Okay.
Crap!
Oh, well, I died. That's good. Awesome. Well, this is the fuck you section of the game. I don't really know. Yeah.
We will never give up!
Okay. I'm trying to, like, think, but I can't think fast enough, if that makes sense. Right, overall showdown. Oh, it's the final section again, cool. It gives me time to look here, so we got knife, rope, wounds, oil, plush, spear, tape. Knife, rope, wound, lighter, plushie, spear, tape. Okay.
like you said, Nagito's mouth was taped shut.
Right. Torture wounds. Both of Nagito's legs were tied with rope and each rope was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered in torture wounds. Burned rope. The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off, however Nagito's right sleeve still looks clean. A survival knife that was stabbed into Nagito's right hand. The knife is from the military base. It's safe to assume that the wounds on Nagito's legs and left arm were caused by this knife. Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, however the blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath it. A spear impaled through Nagito's stomach, a cord with an iron weight at the end of it extends from the back of the handle. For some reason, only the section where the cord and weight touched is bloody. A life-size Monokuma plushie that was found on the floor near the first fire's origin point. There was a huge bloody hole in its stomach. Not the panels, the oil lighter. Found it in the fire's origin point. It looks like this is what caused the fire. So I think it could be the Monokuma plush.
You
From that.
obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap.
I need to redo
He wanted
this.
to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
This is not what I needed. I need the duct tape.
Like you said,
Yeah.
Nagito's mouth was taped shut.
Shit.
Obviously assumed he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Can I get through on this? Push through?
I can't back down.
Yeah, good. I missed one, but that's fine. There we go.
But if you tape his
Let's try and get
mouth
through
shut,
this.
how is he supposed to answer anything?
This is where I need the...
Pay attention. This is
The
how
duct
it went
tape.
down.
Not duct tape.
First,
The plush.
the killer tortured Nagito
Yeah,
and got information about the bomb's location.
right. That might be true.
Then, after they killed him,
Fuck! What the hell is he?
crap!
Is he not that one?
Pay attention. This is how it went down.
Maybe the duct tape, actually. Because it did
First,
block his
the killer
face.
tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Yeah.
Then, after they killed him,
There you go. That's where I need
Through
the duct
those
tape.
words.
I knew... I believe one of them.
There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
Exactly.
what did you say?
I mean, he's got a point there,
Who cares about the
Kazuichi.
duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
It was, yes. We've seen that now. That's why I wanted to click on it.
You always side with Hajime. You have a crush on him or something?
She actually does. Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right?
She was. You are correct there.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds.
Oh god, look at fucking that big ass gash on his arm though. Fucking hell. It's weird though, isn't it? It's a bit suspicious.
Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream.
Then how could they get information from him?
Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
No one here has that much of a deep grudge though.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
By the looks of it, yes.
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
Well, she's not here anymore, so we can't blame her.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard.
Planned it out from the very beginning. Or something like that.
If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Potential.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
Must have been.
Can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah, but look at the Monokuma cutouts, all lined up in one place.
And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Yep.
Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
Then who else could it be? It's one of yous.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this. Some kind of setup?
Yeah, we know the setup. We've already seen it. It's the
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
You have?
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Stop simping, kid.
Alrighty then. Let's think
Bad
about
for you.
this based on what Miss Sonia
Talking from
thinks.
experience.
Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
You get too tied up with what you like, and then you get fucking cursed the fuck out.
Damn right it is!
It sucks, man. It actually fucking sucks. The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. We hangmanning? Oh, rebuttaling. Okay. It's either the lighter or the... this.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Yeah, that's
Killer
true.
used some kind of setup. and lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Yep, that's correct.
Some kind of setup?
Yep.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
No.
Probably just threw the lighter.
Not even that.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Oh, come on, please. It's right there.
Some way?
It's right there.
Maybe they used invisible.
Nope.
There should have been a way to tip it over.
Yes, I agree with those words. No, it's not that! I agree with those words! Fuck! Fuck. Oh, he's trying to use... Oh, okay. Okay, he was talking about sound waves.
The direct cause of the fire. The oil lighter found that the killer used something lit the curtain on fire. Some kind of setup? Did they use the oil lighter?
Do I use the oil lighter with something
If
else?
they tipped over the it could have ignited. Some way? Maybe they used invisible.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound.
Or perhaps opening.
There you go. That's who I wanted to
I
talk
agree
to.
with that.
I went for the wrong one. I didn't fully finish his thing.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Yes, good, we got there.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Yep, because they was all lined up nicely and neatly.
A
what
huge
they
number
need.
of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
Yeah, and it seems to be leading close to the back.
It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Yep.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A nice domino effect, too.
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
Well, that is one domino
In
game.
place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels.
You can even
So when
see
we
it there
opened the
clear as
warehouse
day.
door, the first panel toppled into the second.
I like how this like diagram is still using the Monokuma plush and the music for some reason.
And from there, they felt like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
That's true.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Correct.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The music? The MP3 player, right? To hide it falling over.
I see!
There you go.
You
I
were
smart.
talking about the MP3 player, right?
I thwart.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright light outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagato like listen to this depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. And as if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
Well done.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
I don't remember this bit. It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Oh, it's not opening. Is there something... I knew it was a trap. Seriously, just stop, okay? Didn't I tell you it'd be fine? I just gotta get used a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
Possibly.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Not hard for a
The
paper panel.
was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
I know what happened. I know what happened. Something was locking the door, blocking it, and when they opened, I believe that's when the spear landed, and that loud bam was probably the spear landing through Nagato, I think.
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
So to block it, no one could have got out. If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse... I see.
I see.
The killer couldn't have left. But they were all
so
together.
Close to the door that it could barely be open. The killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
But they were all outside.
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
They can't have
We
been.
were all outside the warehouse, you know.
They were.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Nagato himself.
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effects inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Where is my boy? Isn't he nearby? I thought he was near me.
This is my answer.
Nagato could only do it to himself.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
Yeah, and?
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
He was a killer too.
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
It only makes
His
sense.
body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Yeah, but one of his hands was free. How did he tie up all of his four hands?
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
I mean, they might have not have been, and he could have just done the killing himself.
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
To throw suspicion on a ruse?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
He really, that's what I'm thinking
Even
of.
for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
I mean, one of the ropes were burned though, right? Was that just to make it look like they burnt in the fire?
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. The rope. The burnt rope. That's the only thing that sticks out is the burnt rope. I was thinking burnt rope, I'm going with it.
To actually
Has to be.
tie up your own arms and legs.
Yeah,
That's obviously impossible.
it kind
Tying
of
just the
is.
legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
It is. You can tie one at
You
best
couldn't
if
do
you're
much with the
lucky.
free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if
No,
you
his mouth
use
was
your front
shut.
tail?
His
Dirty
penis?
joke. Is that a dirty joke?
What? Is our assumption of fun that Nagato committed suicide is correct? Nagato should have tied himself up too. That's okay,
To
right?
actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Yeah.
That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
I need that. Quick. Oh, it wasn't that. Fuck. Okay.
Crap. To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the
Maybe
legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
His front tail.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
The teeth
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
could be possible.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
The survival knife, maybe? But then, how did he get it in his hand? If the other arm just...
Actually tie up your own arms and...
Fuck it. I didn't want that one. I want burned rope.
To actually tie
I
up
think
your
burned
own
rope
arms-
is the answer. Get right underneath. Oh no!
That's
Okay,
obviously
you bounced off it. Good.
impossible.
Tying just the legs
So you
is
think.
one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
Improbable.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Ooh.
How about if you use your teeth?
That's a good shout with the teeth.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Do I have the knife? The knife for the teeth could actually work. To cut the rope? No, wait, no, that's to cut the rope, not to tie the rope.
Actually tie up your own arms.
Red rope, go! Yes!
No, that's
Nailed
wrong.
it. It was the first one. Okay. We managed to get there in the end. We're good.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
Only one arm was.
The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
Was that glitching again? I don't know if they're clicking or part of the fucking thing. Might
That
be
was
me.
just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
It's not loud enough sometimes. No, it's the background music. The proof that the burnt rope on Nagato's right arm is a trap is right
I
sleeve.
see.
Take a close look at his
Yeah, it's the
right
music.
sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know if it is or not. If I hear the clicking noise again in the music, I can pause the music.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't...
Yeah, it's the music.
Yeah, that should be the case.
It's a different sound, and I know which the difference
That's
is.
awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Jesus Christ.
You should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Jesus Christ,
That's
Sonia!
definitely wrong.
Good man, good man.
I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
That's my thing, that's the point.
To stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
But you can move, you can put... So how that would work would be... Hold the knife in your right hand while your left arm is tied. You can move your right arm with your feet still intact to the poles. You can give it into your left hand in a struggle, and you could actually hold it in a way to stab your right hand and then move it over with the rope on attached. I think that's how it could be done.
You tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
He never gave you one. Not only did you try and charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this, right? The Monokuma plush, maybe? There's blood on the girder. Maybe that?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall.
That's true. That. Did it not register?
It's wrong?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
I don't know.
If he threw the knife into the air.
Let me look through what they have to tell me first.
Could he stab his hand that way?
Potentially.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
I doubt it. But I mean, he's really lucky though, isn't he? No, that one! Fuck! Alright, I'm gonna go for the plush. Because that could have worked.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
that
how
could
could
work.
he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air.
I'm gonna get some seconds back on that.
Could he stab his
Yeah,
hand
let's just
that
lose
way?
all the seconds I just gained by doing that, shall I?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
I mean, I need to listen to all the way through the way,
Maybe
right?
he propped the knife somehow?
See if there's anything else that
Slammed
rings
his
true.
right hand down on it?
That sounds plausible. That's why I'm thinking of the
Onto
Monokuma plush.
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
No, they
You
don't,
don't know if
but
his left hand could even reach his right hand.
should be able to. I think slamming
Even
it
if
seems to be
Nagito's
the work,
right hand
and I
was
think
free.
it is the Monokuma plush, to be fair.
How could he stab his right hand with?
If he threw the knife and let the knife, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he
I think it's this. There you
Agree
go.
with that.
Monokuma plush. Bang! Oh, the guts he fucking would have had.
Life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
And part of the hole in it.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Yeah.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
And then moved it somehow.
That's it. He had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
Yep.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
That's how they figured out how he killed himself, though, because the locked door. Okay, I'm wondering how that happened, because I forgot.
I see. So that's the trick.
Basically, he got extremely lucky and he based his fucking ultimate on
For
it.
a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Yeah, it's very creepy when doll's hairs grow.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie. So he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
Somehow.
Probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what
Could
do you
have done.
think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
The big hole in his chest.
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Yeah, it's risky,
If you think
but
about
possible.
the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
It probably
If
did.
that's true, how is that possible?
The loud
He
bang
can't
she
grab
made.
a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Not the right line, Sonia. Not the right lines. Kazuichi.
Sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Fucking creep.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh, that takes me back to when we played Spiral Scouts. One of the fucking characters died by the king because his dick was huge and she legitimately exploded.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Okay.
Bastard, you better cut it out.
Thank you,
Like she
Fujiko.
said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
What a creep.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I mean, they could have propped it. Could still ask for help though, couldn't he, really, to be fair? Like, he could do all the lacerations, but if he killed himself, he killed himself, simple as.
I also agree with
Oh wait, never mind, he couldn't plane himself down, could he? Because the door would have been locked.
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
It is so far-fetched, it's so weird.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
Go on,
Don't
Monami.
even think about doing anything. I have a plan of my own.
Monami sassing me!
Cool.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Really
And
is.
are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
He's so
As
selfish.
Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Go on, lass.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
You nearly did it to yourself.
You said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
The only thing that's trickling in your mind is that blood spear, or this blood smear you saw on the beam.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Cheers.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. And then, even now.
Let's do this.
Hell yeah, bitches. Let's rebuttal. Story time. Torture room, burn rope, survival knife, blood in left hand. Oh.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
I think he could have
Let's
popped
work
it with his
together
left
and
hand.
think this through.
That was very
When the
touching.
spear stabbed Nagito,
Some more
his
Kazuichi
right
soda.
hand was covered by the knife, right?
Yes.
He was only able to move his left hand.
Yes.
But his left hand was also tied up.
But he could still do things
And that
with
rules out his left hand.
it. Not really.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
Or maybe he used
no.
his front tail.
Not using his dick.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing
Why is that-
Sonia is freaking awesome!
Right. Left.
How did Nagito's... Let's work
Left
together
hand.
and think
Has to be
this
left
through.
hand.
Not his right hand was covered.
He was only able to move his left, but his left hand was also tied up.
And that rules
Where
out
is
his
it?
left hand.
No, it don't.
That's
Go
the
for it.
case, the
Fuck!
only-
I missed!
To use
Let's
his
go. Speed along.
ability to use
Speed along.
his
Speed along.
power
Speed along.
like
Speed
a
along.
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Fuck you, Kazuichi.
How did Nagito's... Let's work together. When the spear stabbed, his right hand was covered by the...
Okay, I need to slow it down, break the thing.
Also tied up. And that rules out his left hand.
Nope. Go! Fuck! Go! And again, and again. Whoa!
No, that's wrong.
Some speed. Oh! May get towards this break a lot faster than what I want to.
It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
All he had to do was hold... That's how the blood went on the fucking beam. If he's holding it in his left hand, and he lets go because there's blood all over it, the blood would have been transferred to the rope and weight, or the weighted spear. Because I know where the spear would work, because if there's beam on top of it, would have had to... The spear would have already been on there. And it would have always been in his left hand at all times, no matter when he stabbed himself, because obviously he would have had to throw it up there first because he got extremely lucky with one throw. Hold it down in his left hand, tied his left hand up when he was laying down, because that's not hard to do. Like, you can tie up your feet with both hands, like get all your ropes to your pillars as he would. Then you would lay down, throw like tie up your feet to get those in place first. You've still got your upper body strength to you, so you could throw the spear over the thing. So it would have been lucky to get it first try, and then he would have held on to that weight, put the rope to the pillar near his other hand, tied. Well, obviously he's already got one rope around his hand already, though burn it to make it look like the fire did it. He's got it in his left hand, so he stabbed his hand onto the Monokuma doll, so he's like, ow, I'm in fucking pain after doing all that shit to his arms. And then, when the door opened, all he had to do was let go of the weight, because he got lucky enough for him not to burst through on the first try. And that's how it would have worked.
I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
His left arm was
There
tied
was
up.
something off about his left hand.
Covered in blood.
Bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
It was all around the hand, not
He
on
only
the
had
hand.
blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that blood stain. But it's not the only unnatural blood stain.
Blood in his
Look,
mouth?
there's blood on the back of his hand.
No, yeah, because he
Around
would
the
have
middle
punched
joints
it.
of his fingers.
Yep.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Oh, yeah? It was gripping.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
Exactly.
That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
God's sake!
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
Yep.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
Not at all to do, to be fair. You can even see on the rope itself that there's no blood stain on there. You can see the weight's got blood, there's a bit of blood on the weight, so you can tell he was holding it.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Not necessarily. That's
Hey,
right, that's the
Chiaki,
problem.
What do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it! Maybe.
She was thinking.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear.
Because there's like not
However,
a blood stain.
what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
What section he was holding the cord?
I see!
I saw it in the picture.
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
Okay, music again,
There was
good.
a metal weight at
Making
the
sure.
tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Yep.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Not his fucking
And
tail
then
on front.
The blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
You can see it very clearly there.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Because he was
You're
holding
not
it.
gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Oh!
That is
Kinda.
where the solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Like I said, he was holding when he stabbed himself, so yeah, that's why the blood spattered everywhere. Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once.
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean?
You go through it piece
Let's
by piece.
focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Well, if it went straight down, it had to be above him. Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that, then that's it. Could it be the state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment? If I put those things together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Hangman's Gambit? Logic dive? Okay, sure. I'm down for that. Hell yeah, bitches. Wee woo. Wee woo. I like him on a surfboard. Jumpies. That's only going faster, isn't it? Okay, slow down. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Above the bitch. I can jump, right? I think I can jump. That one. Okay, good. Nice. Okay. Whoa, there's a cube now? Ow, there's spiky spikes. I don't like the spiky spikes. Spiky spikes hurt. Question 2. Where's question 2? The next. Get a little speed. Ow. Get a little more speed boost. Okay, question 2. Here we go. Okay, beside the spear, what else was above Nagito? Ceiling girder. I think I found the outro. I've not seen that symbol spinning so fast on the left, so we'll choose that. Nice. That's if we get to the break, which we might not get to the break. Doodly-doo. Doodly-doo. Checkpoint. Good, good, good. Ah! Avoid the spinny thingies. Left and right, baby. Left and right. There we go. Big jump. Big hurt. Oh. Get it? Come on, son. Okay, what item connects both the spear and the ceiling? The rope in Nagito's left hand? Oh, I've got this wrong, haven't I? Can I go back? I think I've got this wrong. Yep. That would be so cool if I made that. The spear's cord, yeah. I think you can actually make that jump though, to be fair. Like, you start on the right hand side, then swing across to get the speed. That could work. Oh shit, I'm going to die though. Hey! Never mind, we made it to the end of the logic drive.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together, oh my god.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
In the middle of the air?
Well, yeah, it's got a cord.
Nagito did that all by himself. Did he have some sort of ESP?
These people are fucking stupid. It's got a cord.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him.
No doubt someone's going to say that's going to be
Nagito
fucking
let
incredibly
go of
hard
the
to do
cord.
that.
The spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Yep.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method.
Checking if it's making duff noises again.
Serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
By the sounds of it, yeah.
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Yeah. But that's not all of it. There's more to this story than meets the eye.
This is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Yep. Here's the kicker. He wasn't dead when the fire was going off. When they opened the door and that spear landed through him, he didn't die at that point. There's more to the story than meets the eye. I'll give you that
Not
much.
just that,
Give you a little hint.
He did all that while he was gripping the spear?
Yeah.
That
Look
spear
at him.
should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
That's why he had the duct tape around his eye,
Did he
in
put
his
the
mouth.
duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
Possibly.
Was to get us all executed.
I don't think that was the case. This entire time, Hajime, he's been trying to get the fucking traitor out.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
He knew you'd get to this conclusion.
Did he want us to die that bad?
He would have been able to do this a lot differently. Trust me.
It's messed up. It's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. And that's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it till now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
There is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
Yeah, but he wanted to plan to reveal
So why
them.
did he not
Them.
just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick.
Maybe.
He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi.
That's good.
He
Makes
created
sense.
a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. And tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You
That's true.
are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
That should be okay, right?
Ooh, you're doubting something, Akane.
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Go on, Akane. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is,
So
or...
what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You told us to never always
are
follow
right.
your gut.
It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to read such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say You've decided on the killer?
I was gonna say no.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
He wants to know something. Something's not adding up in his mind, and it's... You know what? Made sense. I wouldn't have even come to this conclusion what's about to unfold.
Sorry, just a little more. I want
Oh
you
wait,
guys
yeah,
to
the
wait
fire!
more.
Why did he need to do the fire? To hide the evidence? The evidence wasn't hidden, it was just a fire.
I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Why did he have to do a fire?
Traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
Yes, but why was there a fire?
True, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
If you come close to like, wait, oh yeah, okay, Nagito killed himself, cool, let's just go with that idea. But it's like, nah, he wanted to reveal someone. He wouldn't have gone for all this trouble to reveal it. He's the ultimate lucky student. They would have done something to reveal it to everybody. He's made this to be sure.
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death.
The fire, it has to be the fire.
Yes, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
He knew something. Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed
We were
with.
gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Nah, the fire's not making sense, even we put it out. Or tried to put it out. That even he couldn't mess with. This?
crap!
No, it's not that one, okay. This thing? This thing? Maybe? Maybe this? Why did he have this? I even forgot about all these, like, why did he have this? What this got to do with anything? Huh. Why is it wanting to flick down again? Am I... Oh, probably because I'm flicking right a lot too. This thing?
Crap!
Not the poison. The book? Has to be the book.
Crap!
Not the book! Oh. Torture wound with the burned rope, blood on left hand, duct tape, spear, the plushie, the girder, the oil lighter maybe?
Crap!
No, wasn't that. Okay. There's something here that's not adding up and I don't know what it is though. That's the question. But I don't know what it is. That's the situation.
We will never give
What
up!
is it that he couldn't have messed with? A piece of evidence that he couldn't mess with.
I
This?
see!
Oh!
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
I don't remember this. Oh, God, cold. The victim is Nagito Kamide. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The time of death. The suspicious part of Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Time of death, Hangman's Gambit? Yep. Oh, come on! Time of death? Cause of death. C. Hold on, that. C. I need an A. I'm gonna die here. I need an A. Oh my god, this is fucking full of shit, dude! It is an A I need, right? Yeah, there it is. Fuck, give me that. Fuck, I need that. Fuck, I need that one too. Give me that. C. A. Come on, give me another A, baby! I'm gonna die, aren't I? You're gonna go that way, so I'll put you there. You're gonna go right, aren't you? Yeah. Get it. Get it. No! Get it there. C. Nope. Nope, not that. Give me that. C. A. U. What the fuck is going off? Okay. Alright. No. Grab it, grab it, grab it. C. A. U. Ah! Get this. Get that. C. That one. Great. There we go. D. E. Fuck. Get it. Where's... I need another A. No, I needed that one. Fuck. Give me that. Gimme. Fuck. 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 Oh my god, what the fuck? That was fucking solid, dude! Jesus Christ! Woo! It's gonna be a pain, this one, to get through this. Yes.
We'll never give up.
Try again, third attempt. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Wah! Alright. C-A-U-S-E. Okay. Well, let's get that involved, because we need that. We need the U, so we can get that. S. Nope, get the O. Move the O. Move. Fuck. Move the E. There you go. Hey, nailed it. C. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. C. A. U. Fuck. 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 Get this. Okay, got that. Put that with you. There we go. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Where's the E's? There they are. Cause. I need this for later. Get that there. Move this. What the fuck am I doing here? Give me that. There. Good. Move that T. Move this to fuck me. Grab that. Grab that. Fuck. Oh my days. D. I need to fucking. Jeez. This is gonna take so many fucking attempts, dude. This is impossible. It's not impossible. This is speed, dude. I know I need to spell, but it gets so fucking out of hand. Woo! Woohoo! Damn, son. Alright, try again. It's the first A that's not popping up on time. Okay. Oh god, O's. That's alright. Maybe just do this until I need what I need. Oh, come on, that's bullshit! Okay, C. A. Grab that. Didn't want that. Oh my god, stop for 2 seconds! C. A. U. S. Fuck. Fuck. Got it. Oh god. Fuck. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, I need the O. I need the O. I need the O. Boosh. Don't need that anymore. D. There's too many F's. D. E. Jesus fucking Christ. D. E. A. Ah! T. No! That was intense, but yeah, the cause of death was never actually established. this is the biggest
In
mystery.
this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Nope. It doesn't say this is what killed him. Furthermore, there is a last yep.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
They were obviously in the other cases, so this is something he's not telling us.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Yeah, but could it have been loss of blood from all the stab wounds in his legs, the stab wounds in his, well, the laceration on his arm, the stab in his fucking hand, the piercing through his stomach, the fire, suffocation?
If it's not important enough to write about.
It's always important.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
Here he
Fuck.
goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Yep.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Always. In the first case, it said the cause of death was a stab in the chest. The second cause of death was... Who died second? Oh, the cause of death was was that a smack to the back of the head? Yeah. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. That was the cause of death. In the scene, in case 3, it said the cause of death was by hanging, the cause of death was a cut across the throat or a slash across the throat. In the 4th death that we've just done a few months back, it was also like from falling from his death or something like that. It said like, oh, he's dismantled, wasn't it, or something along those lines. Anyway.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
There has to be.
Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
It seemed to be that way, but I feel like he held on for dear life until the very end.
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
We all agreed!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
Attempted suicide?
Did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
He wanted to be on the side of hope or despair.
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
No.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
It's not about just believing him, it's whatever happened to him.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice.
He's a tricky guy.
See, I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
We
I
can't.
think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Exactly, we don't want to get it
Just
wrong.
to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
Dude, you have fucking shined so goddamn much. Your fucking character development has been so good. Once, a cold-hearted, neglected bastard against everyone else. Your best friend dies on the island because you had memories from childhood, obviously, before the, before school, because you only lost your school memories, not everything else. And you two was thick as thieves with Pekoyama. And once you lost her, you felt like you was the one to blame for her death. And she even felt that as well. Like, haha, I'm the murder weapon, not a real person. Hee hee, it's me. And then obviously Set 4 was like, no, I didn't tell him to kill her. Like, I tell her every time that she's got her own choices. So when he lost her, I feel like what happened to him is he's alone again, and he wanted to redeem himself with others, like saying, I need to change my ways. He went into hospital, basically had a near-death experience and thought, I'm changing my life. And then he started becoming friendly with everyone. And he's been such a fucking huge help. I love him for it. He's not my favourite character in the game. Out of all the males, he's my second favourite. Nagato being crazy, I like him. You know, it's one of those things. And my first female characters are, this is either Ibuki, there, or Chiaki. Because they're both cool. One for the aesthetic, because I love that aesthetic, and one of them just to be personality type, I guess.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
You don't want to be alone.
Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right.
Should be.
That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagato said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagato wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Class trial break? Yeah, that's great. So then, now that we're at the suspended time, I am going to leave that there.
No, no.
So we'll slowly skip past this, so we can get back to the trial. I think it lets you save halfway through the trial. I'm not too sure. Okay. There you go. Yeah. So it does let me save my progress right here, which is good. So then, as for now, that is all there is going to be for today with this video of Danganronpa, which is actually quite nice because we've been recording for nearly 2 hours now, so that's perfect. So we can continue the rest of the trial and finish up Chapter 5 in next week's episode, where we get to see who the real killer is. Did I fuck up the... I think I fucked up the fucking naming of this one. Sorry. I can sort it in post. Either way, though, that is all there is going to be for today with this video of Danganronpa 2. Like I said, we'll join us again next next Sunday. We'll be wrapping up this story. And I do also apologise if this video comes out late. I'm trying to get things done on the Friday. I've got all Saturday evening to do it, a little bit of Sunday morning, but I can't promise that they're going to come out on time. Friday's uploaded. Saturday's going to be uploaded too, but it's Sundays that are a bit of especially this one. I'm always late on these ones, that's why I try and stick to 2 hours now, not like go overboard, because it takes like 5 hours to process. Just some things like that, But as for now, though, that is all there is going to be for today. And as always, this is Rixxalight signing out, so let's cue the music.